Maria, did you hear that Armando got deported yesterday?
See, I heard. So many people are getting deported and I'm scared.
I heard many of the laborers saying that they're going to go back to Mexico because they're afraid of being deported.
My friends at school said something about Operation Wetbag, and that the police are rounding up people and putting them on buses to then take them back to Mexico.
We need to do something. I thought Papa said that with the Bracero program, we have some rights here. What happened to that?
What is the Bracero program?
The Bracero program was an agreement that the government made so that Mexico laborers could work here for a period of time and were guaranteed food, housing, and fair wages. But when we arrived, those rights did not exist.
Then why would you come over here?
We came here for a better life and opportunities. In Mexico, there were food shortages and work was not found easily.
We need to make our voices heard. Sitting here and working 15-hour shifts is not going to change anything. We need to fight back for those rights that were promised to us. I want to join Cesar Chavez. He wants to help us get back our rights. He is meeting many of the laborers and wants us to join him.
No, son, we can't join Chavez in his crazy plans. He says that he wants better pay for Mexico for our work, but this is America. Pay is much better here than it is back in Mexico. Trust me, son. Chavez and his mission won't succeed. All he'll do is make life worse for us. We have a good life here. We shouldn't be pressing our luck any more than we already are.
Dad, how could you possibly think that? We are working to the bone every day, all for a measly pay that hardly gets us by. We struggle every day, working like dogs out in the field, all for nothing. I can't believe you, Dad. I thought we would have both been on the same side. Chavez wants all Mexican Americans to succeed. It's people like you who are keeping us in the dirt.
Don't talk to me like that. Go to your room right now.
Oh, honey, he'll learn.
He talks of dreams. He knows nothing of the real world. He may be old enough to work in the fields with me, but he is not yet a man. He does not know what it takes to take care of a family.
But you have to admit, we work very hard for the little amount of money we have. Maybe Cesar Chavez is right. Maybe you should listen to him.
Let's not talk about that right now. I'm tired after a long day. Have you and Juanita finished preparing dinner?
Yes, honey. We made rice, beans, and tortillas tonight. Your favorite.
So, sweetie, how was your day today?
My day was good. After Jaime went to school, Mama and I were patching up the holes in your farming pans. There were a lot this time. Then we cleaned and prepared the food for dinner tonight.
How about you, mijo?
It was good, Papa. Today in school we talked about Independence Day and how we got our freedom from the British and how America had slaves until Abraham Lincoln freed them.
Yeah, all people are really free in America, all right?
Mijo, don't bring that up now. It's family time. Enjoy your food. I can't believe Diego went with Chavez. He doesn't understand that he's putting our family in danger?
He's been very passionate about Cesar Chavez's message lately. Maybe we should listen to what Diego has to say when he gets back. Make sure he does not do this again, though. Juanita is home alone, and I don't feel safe leaving her there lately.
I understand that he wants a better life, and that what Caesar is saying sounds like it can work, but we can't afford to mess up this opportunity.
With our family to take care of, he really can't be irresponsible like this. Coming to America was a great opportunity. I'm sure Diego understands the sacrifices we've made. When he gets home later, let's sit down with him and listen to what he has to say. Jaime and Juanita should be there to understand that family comes first.
Okay, Maria. I will listen to our son, but it's getting late and you should head home and help Juanita with the house chores. I'll be there in a couple of hours.
Are you sure, honey? There's still a lot of work to be done today. I'm sure Juanita can prepare dinner tonight.
Yes, I don't want you working so much. I only ask you to come with me when it is absolutely necessary. I don't like Juanita and Jaime being alone.
Okay, I'll head home. If Diego comes home, I'll be sure to scold him about leaving you to work alone.
Hey, Juanita, where's Mama? I thought she would be home with you. I just got home from the Cesar Chavez speech.
She went to the fields with Papa because you weren't here this morning. I can't believe you would be so selfish. Was the speech really worth it?
Juanita, Cesar's speech was so inspiring. I was going to talk to Mama and Papa about it. I think they really need to hear what Cesar is saying. I felt really bad about leaving, but if I mentioned it to Papa, he would never let me go.
What are you guys talking about?
Diego was telling me that he went to the Cesar Chavez meeting, and that's why he wasn't home this morning.
Oh, well, how was it? Do you really think that we can have better opportunities here, that Papa can work less?
Yes, Jaime. I think that if we all band with Chavez, all the farmers can have more opportunities to move up in life. It's like the American dream Papa would always tell us about, like when he was coming here from Mexico. If we all band together, we can really make a difference.
Diego, I really believe you, but do you think something like that is actually possible? You and Papa worked so hard to help us, but we aren't exactly in the best situation to be doing this.
I think it is possible. If we work with the other laborers, we can make them see that they need our labor and they will listen to our demands. They need us and we need better working conditions. It's going to work, trust me.
We need to get Mama and Papa to listen to Diego. They're always talking about better opportunities for us, but they need to fight for their rights so we can have the brighter future they always want for us.
Diego, I'm glad you're finally home. I've been talking to your father, and although we don't agree with what you did today, we're going to hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Mama. I hope you and Papa can forgive me. I know it was wrong for me to leave without saying anything, but I knew you and Papa would never allow me to skip going to the farm to work. Hearing what Cesar Chavez has to say, I feel more inspired than ever. I can't wait to talk to you and Papa about it. By the way, where is he?
He's still working, mijo. He had extra work so we could afford to eat tomorrow. He asked me to come home. I hope that what Cesar said can help us with all these problems that we face every day.
Diego talked with us a little bit before you got home, Mama. Juanita and I both think you and Papa should listen to him. The message he's heard at the meeting is worth at least a minute of your attention.
Hola, Papa. Dinner is almost ready. I cooked some of the corn that you harvested.
Sounds good, mija. I am starving. Diego, we cannot afford you missing work. You know that we need both you and me to work to keep our family going. But today I understood that this Chavez thing is important to you, so I will listen to you.
I know, Papa. I know we need to keep this family fed and everything. But if we support Cesar Chavez, we can be sure that farm workers like us will have a higher pay. They're even talking about making an organization of farmers so that we can be sure that we aren't mistreated.
That would be a dream, but how would we even start?
It all starts with all of us going to the speeches that Chavez gives. It is very important for us to show our support and to show everyone else that we aren't going to let them mistreat us. Then we have to show that if they don't treat us better, we won't work for them. We have to protest and refuse to work.
I think Diego has a point. They passed the Bracero program because they needed laborers who are willing to do the work. But if they have none, then they are going to have to listen to what we are asking for.
Well, what do you expect us to do for money? How will we get money to buy food if we aren't working?
Well, we can grow some food by our house, Papa. We can make a garden that has a lot of fruits and vegetables. Maybe we can get a chicken so we can have eggs. My teacher at school was telling us about how chickens lay eggs every so often.
Jose, the kids have a point. We will manage and figure it out. The only thing I know is that we cannot continue living like this, constantly in fear and day by day not knowing if we are even going to have enough to eat. This isn't living.
I agree, Maria. It's hard to admit, but I am scared and worried for our family. I thought coming to America would provide us with all of these opportunities, but we are still poor and still struggling to survive. Still, if there is any way I can ensure that our family is safe in the future, maybe it is by helping Cesar Chavez with this mission of his. Maybe we can make sure our children have better opportunities by doing this than we did, Maria.
Thank you, Papa. Cesar was telling us that next week he is planning a strike with the other laborers. I think we can prepare by going to his meetings so that he can explain to us all what we should be doing.
I think you are right, son. We should all go to his meetings. Jaime and Juanita can come too. It is very important for you two to see how this all works. Maybe sometime in the future, you'll need to protest something too. It would be a great thing for us to do as a family.
In the meantime, Jaime, Juanita, and I can get started on the garden. Juanita and I will also work with you two in the field so we can get more money. That way we will have food for the time it takes to get our rights back.
Oh, do you think I could ask some of the other kids at school if they're doing anything with the process? Maybe we can have their families join us too. There are a lot of kids whose parents are farmers like us as well.
I think you should, Jaime, because we need as many people as possible. The more laborers we have on our side, the more power we have to end the injustices that we face every day.
The Garcia family joined Cesar Chavez along with many other laborers in the fight for their rights. These individuals held many protests and came to be known as huelgas and lasted many years. Many of them were Chicanos, also known as Mexican Americans. Chavez fought for a farmers' union so that workers could have rights in a system that supported them and made sure their rights were being respected. Chavez dreamed of a world where farmers and other laboring families, like the Garcias, could live a happy life with the work they do. The Garcias went through the hardships of being villainized by a country they lived in, but in the end, all their effort was worth it. The United Farmers got what they were fighting for and received fairer wages for the work they had done.